Hi guys, so King here, and let's learn how to play Digimon. So siguro bago ka sa community and hindi ka pa marunong maglaro ng Digimon and you don't have time to go to a local game store or an LGS to request a tutorial. So that's why this video is here. Sana matuto kayo and sana mag-enjoy din kayo. Disclaimer nga lang pala, I'm not the best Digimon player out there, but let's do this. If I forgot any effects or forgot any mandatory rules, let me know down sa comments. But I think I pretty much covered it all.
So guys, deck information muna tayo before we start. You're allowed to play up to 4 copies of each unique cards to build your deck of 50 cards in total. So, yung deck mo dapat 50 cards, no more, no less. And please take note na merong mga banned cards and restricted cards na nakapost sa information section below for your reference and convenience. So, meron ka ding Digitama library. Ito. Digitama library which consists up to 5 cards. Pero, ideal is 4 for consistency. Para alam mo yung alam mo yung, so hindi na surprise sa'yo yung marireveal na cards. Is, well then, let's take this one and both Hakmons for reference. So, ang card anatomy natin ay top left corner is yung play cost. Sa baba nun is yung Digivolution cost, which is how much memory you'll pay for it to digivolve to a Digimon na nasa lower level niya. So, for example, level 3 to. Pwede siya mag-digivolve into a level 2 na red Digimon. DP. So, ito yun. That's their power. So, for Hakmon, it's 2,000. But, I think there's a different Hakmon na 3,000 eh. So, ayun. Yung level, yung name, which is in Japanese, Hakmon, inherited effects, which is yung nasa baba, we call it ESS. There's also the type of or other information of the card, like their yung kung data ba sila, vaccine ba sila, kung mega or champion or mini dragon. So for this one, yun yung nakalagay, mini dragon. Also the card effects, like for example, etong Hakmon na to may on play siya. So meaning if you play this and it survives, gagana yung on play effects niya, which is reveal top 5, and now that's a trigger. Depende na lang kapag may on play, tapos ang nakalagay is on play, you may reveal up to 5 cards. So, ito naman is a trigger. So, I'll post a translation somewhere dito. Digivolution. So, as I was saying earlier, a Digimon card may digivolve into a Digimon or a Digitama with that shares the same color by paying its Digivolution cost. Ayun. Pero take note nyo kasi merong mga cards that could bypass this effect and will be indicated in their card as an alternative text, which I'll show you guys again. Like for this example. Memory gauge. So, memory gauges is yung resource of how many cards that you could play during your turn by paying the play cost. So, for example, nasa 3 ako. Or nasa 0 ako rather. So, if I'm at 0 and I pay to play Hakmon, that will pass the turn to my opponent, giving him 3 memories to play with, or to use rather. So, sa start ng turn, the memory gauge will start at 0 since it's the neutral count. And as it passes 0, doon na magkakaroon ng turn player priority. So, for example, ako yung first turn, nasa 0, mag-play ako ng 3, pupunta siya sa 3. So, my opponent can go play siya ng 3, pupunta ng 0, play ulit siya ng 3, pupunta ng 3 naman ang turn ko. So, that's how it goes. So, gameplay. At the start of each turn, you and your opponent will choose who to go first by either rock, paper, scissors or by die roll. So it's either highest versus lowest or odd versus even. So whoever wins that die roll or rock, paper, scissors, that player will go first. So for example, deck setup pala, or play area setup. Each player begins the game by drawing 5 cards. After drawing 5 cards, you are supposed to check it, and if you like what you see, you may opt to play that your hand cards. So, for example, gusto mo to for some reason. You will proceed in setting up your security, which is top of the deck goes to the bottom of the security stack up until it's 5. So it's always 5 here as a start, and it's always top of the deck to the bottom of the security stack. And then, for example, hindi mo nagustuhan to, you may opt or you may choose na mag-mulligan ka by returning your hand cards, 5 of your hand cards to your deck, shuffle it. So, for example, shuffle back. Presenting it to your opponent. Your opponent will decide if how they want to cut it. As they cut it, they will give it back to you. And then, tsaka ka magpro-proceed dun sa 5 hand cards, and then from top of your deck to the security stack. This can only happen once per game. So, sabihin na natin, ganyan na yung security stack. Doon na tayo sa gameplay. So, turn 1 player will not draw a card, but will hatch a digitama, and just keep it sa racing. And then, as they hatch the digitama, they may view their cards and play whatever card they have on hand. For example, I could play this for 3, and then that will pass the turn. Tapos magti-trigger yung on-play effects niya. Take note na option cards such as this can only be played kapag meron kang Digimon or Tamer that shares the same color. So yeah. So si turn 2 player naman, they will have the chance to draw a card as mandatory to start their turn. And then they will play as much as cards as they can by utilizing the memory gauge until the memory gauge passes 0. So, for example, this one, pwede siya mag-play ng 4. So, it passes the memory count to 1. And then, magti-trigger yung on-play effects niya. So, battle and damage. How does the battle and damage work sa Digimon? So, for example, yung battle and damage happens within a main player's main phase. You can attack, you can suspend your Digimon to attack a player's security or an opponent's suspended Digimon in their field. Take note na merong mga cards that will allow you to attack unsuspended Digimon. Like, for example, I don't have it in hand, but the Savior Hakmon from the ST, pwede niyang gawin yon, or pwedeng magkaroon din ng effect ng raid. So, also, keep in mind, kapag may Digimon na na-play during your main phase, regardless of how it's played, that Digimon cannot attack during the main phase that it was played with due to the summoning sickness. So, quote unquote. Not unless meron siyang keyword na rush. So, ayun. As for attacking resolution, for example, let's look for a stack na may magandang attacking or when attacking resolution na effect. So, for example, ito yung stack na na-create mo during your turn. When attacking, magti-trigger muna lahat ng effects mo before your opponent can declare kung sino yung blocker nila and kung mag-ace counter ba sila. So, that's the only window that they are allowed to play ace. So, resolution muna ng when attacking effects. Your opponent may choose to counter it by Blast Evo or by Ace. And then, blocking phase. So, that's how it will go. So, for example, na-resolve lahat yun and nag-hit ng security, what will happen? So, an attacking Digimon will be deleted if the blocking Digimon's DP, so kung may blocker yung kalaban mo na mas higher yung DP sa current Digimon mo, it will be deleted or yung attacking will be deleted. Kapag same naman sila ng DP, both Digimons will be deleted. There are Digimons though na kahit lesser yung DP nila, pero blocker sila, pwede nilang ma-delete yung higher DP in way of retaliation. So, ayun. Just keep that in mind. So, as a Digimon checks or swings for security, the security stack will be revealed. And kung may effect yung security stack, it will take effect upon reveal. So ganyan. Kapag wala naman, it goes straight through the to the trash. So that's how securities go. So for example, merong like for this one, this is a promo hack mo na may security effect. So upon checking to, it will take magte-take effect yung security trigger niya, which is kill something na 4k DP or lower. Kapag walang napatay, draw 1, add this to hand. Kapag may napatay, just add this to hand. So, ganon. There are cards like security cards or tamer cards. Sadly, walang tamer cards si Jasmine. So, there are cards like security cards that when checked in the security, they will be placed sa battle area or magte-take effect yung security card na yon. It's either, like for example, for Gaia Force, delete your opponent's Digimon. For Rivals Barrage, delete your opponent's Digimon. For Crimson Blaze, for Cohen, activate this card's main effect, which is delete 6,000 DP or lower, tapos your opponent can't special summon during their turn. So yun, it's a great way to shut down spam decks. So how do you win? No? How do you win? So you'll win by depleting your opponent's security stack, then swinging directly to your opponent. Swinging meaning you have the opponent's security is no longer there, and then you are swinging for game with the Digimon. So, ganun. So, for example, kalaban ko sarili ko, wala na akong security stack, nag-swing yung si Jasmine X, I'm defeated kasi wala na akong security. So, ganun. So, if in any case, nag-times up na, kasi usually may time limit ang mga tournaments, ang mga games, usually by 45 minutes or 30 minutes, tapos na dapat. Ang win condition is either by security, by the number of securities left, or by deck count, or by playfield status. Meaning, sinong Digimon mas marami sa playfield. So, ganun. I hope marami kayong or I hope may natutunan kayo. And I guess I'll cover more dun sa mga effects ng card in a different video para makover natin yung weird effects ng bawat decks, bawat cards like yung Ace, Retaliation, Raid, the Digivolve, Unblockable, and ayun. So, I hope nag-enjoy kayo sa video. Like, share, and subscribe. Peace out.